So if you're thinking of packing up the family to go see some Florida snow, I have some really important things I got to tell you, some lessons learned from last year's historic snowfall. This is what happened. All right, so I am in this park here in Pensacola. I'm not going to tell you where it is because everybody's going to show up and steal the fun from everybody, but this is freaking insane. Check this out. So this was a sight I thought I would never see. This is not Michigan or Minnesota. This is Pensacola, Florida. And if you want me to drop the location of this scene so you can enjoy this on the next snowfall, drop a comment below and I'll post it. So one of the things about this park was the people were not prepared for this, and literally the entire neighborhood, including pets, came out to enjoy this spectacle, this historic snowstorm. People, it was such a great vibe. Again, I brought my kids and they were able to meet some locals and sled down. But, so kids here don't have sleds. They're using skimboards and pool noodles, pool floats. Look at that. Skimboards. They're using their chest. They're using kayaks. Whatever they can find. Look at that. So while I was out photographing all of this fun, my wife was in the car telling me that I need to hurry back because people are getting stuck in the parking lot. The snow is increasing. Thankfully, I had my kids to help me. Well, sort of. But she was telling me that people were getting stuck. And even though I have a new car and I was fairly prepared for this, we kind of got stuck. And if it wasn't for my boys and all of us working together, we would have been in that parking lot. And I did see a couple of people get stuck in that parking lot. So that's one thing you have to realize, that Pensacola, Florida is not prepared for this type of stuff.
Let's go. All because of our help.
All right, here are the current conditions on the roadways. This is I-10 in Pensacola. Single file line, no snow plows, lots of heavy snow, probably going about 15, 20 miles an hour. Everyone is in the single file line here. This is pretty incredible. So this is probably my biggest word of caution for families planning to go out and see the Florida snow. Pensacola, Florida in general, is not designed for this kind of weather. And if you get into a car crash, even if it's a minor one and your vehicle is disabled, you're kind of on your own. I did see several vehicles crash. I saw vehicles slide through intersections. I saw vehicles sliding into parked cars, and they were on their own. So at this time, as beautiful as this was, we knew we had to head back to the hotel because the snow was increasing and it was getting dangerous. So it's pretty unbelievable how deep this snow is here in Pensacola, Florida. I'm outside my hotel and they gave me a ruler. Let me show you this. This is crazy. All right, so for reference, here is the nice lady scooping snow. Here's the driveway. And here is like a sidewalk. Take the ruler and let's see what we got here. 4 inches here. Let's see, let's go a little bit more in the middle. 5 inches there. This is pretty crazy. This is like the front grass here. Let's take a look here. Let's see, how many inches do you think? Let's see. No way. No way. That's 10 inches. No way. No freaking way. So it started off as what I thought was going to be a light Florida dusting. This is earlier in the day at the Welcome Center. Turned out to be a full-on winter snowstorm in Pensacola, Florida. Something that has never happened before. I went back to the hotel and edited some of my images, and I couldn't believe that this was Florida. It hit the world record for snow in Florida. I think it was 9.8 inches, and it was a crazy time. But then the next day, we tried to leave, but the roads were closed. So I never want to tell people what to do, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice. I'm in Pensacola right now, and I've had a bunch of messages, people wanting to bring their kids to see the snow. And let me tell you, it is definitely not worth it. It's pretty dangerous. I've been seeing fire trucks and ambulances all day. There's crashes everywhere. This is the on-ramp to Interstate 10. Both east and westbound are shut down here. I think this is Davis Road, North Davis Road. It's definitely not worth it because Nothing is open. I think only Waffle House is open. Go figure. I heard Denny's is open, but nothing is open. Walmart's not open. Thankfully, we bought a bunch of frozen dinners and we're eating it at our hotel. But there are some people finally getting out and about, and it is sunny, but it's 25 degrees. So lots of snow and ice on the ground here. Pretty difficult to walk in. I saw people falling. I saw cars kind of sliding off the road. I got stuck in the road. So if you're already not here in Pensacola area to look at the snow, I definitely would not come. As I just finished up this edit, I decided to come to Publix and get some extra snacks, but they're actually closed down. I was told by the manager that the city came in and asked them to shut down because there's way too many people on the streets, lots of accidents, lots of icy roads. So here is this snowy Publix parking lot, and the public managers have closed it down. So yet another reason not to come out to Pensacola and sightsee for the snow, because literally everything is shut down. Hopefully I can find some gas. And yes, gas is a huge problem. Most gas stations were closed, so you kind of have to prepare like a hurricane. But since I-10 was closed and we couldn't get back home to Tampa, we extended our day at the hotel and went into town to see what else we can find, and we found these. I meet a lot of amazing people, but I've never met Penny, the Florida snow woman. Look at Penny, the Florida snow woman. My new friends Cece and Tom, they built her.
Penny from Pensacola.
Penny from Pensacola. Look at that.
Louis from Tampa.
Look at that. Beautiful. Nice little blue angel thing there. Penny.
Penny's looking sexy today.
Yeah, she is. Penny's looking good. Wow. As I'm going to my next location here, I found another snowman, and there's another one back there. Pretty amazing. This one's really cool. Look at this one. I just talked to Alex. He said he took about an hour to make this. Look at that. Florida snowman in Pensacola, Florida. So after seeing all of this and what I went through, if you're still thinking, you know what, it is worth it to take the kids out and to see some snow, here's a couple more tips. First of all, make sure you're buying gloves before you get to Pensacola. If you plan on sledding, buy all of the stuff you need first. You're not going to find anything out there, hand warmers, etc. So if you live in South Florida or you live in other areas, grab your gloves. Make sure if you have kids, gloves. They need snow gloves, not the little tiny mittens, snow gloves. Make sure you have your snow gloves. Make sure you have plenty of warm stuff for your body and inside your car, blankets, because God forbid you get into a car crash or something like that. You're going to be in your car hunkering down. Make sure you have that. For Floridians, this is kind of weird to think that way, but people up north, they deal with this and they're prepared. Unfortunately, a lot of Floridians are not prepared. We were pretty prepared. I take it that I'm a pretty prepared father for my family and a photographer. So I had pretty much everything we need. Make sure you're bringing extra cash. Make sure you have your hotel locked down. And if you're working, make sure that they know that you're out there, because you're probably going to get stuck. We actually, I'm not going to put this in the video, we actually had to detour after staying in Pensacola for 3 days through Alabama. Ended up getting stuck in the mud. A local had to pull us out. That's a whole nother ordeal. But it was a great adventure for our family. Thankfully, we had the resources to stay there longer. But if you're planning on a day trip, beware. It may not go as planned. I hope it does. If you do go, please enter your comment and tell me how it went. Be safe.